we've got, well, two issues. First one. All right, before we get into this, let me explain what led up to this point. Ever since I bought this car 2 years ago, it has never ran right. Breaking up, sputtering, embarrassing day on the dyno. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Camaro from 1968 and modernize it with a fuel injection and tuning capabilities using Holley's Sniper EFI Hyperspark kit. And if you missed the previous video of us installing everything, you can find the link in the description below. So let's see if we did everything right, and hopefully she starts. So we're finally gonna get this thing started. Chad and I, we were talking about starting it last night, but I think it was about 1:45 when he left my house. Last piece, the last fitting.
October 9th, 12:41 a.m.
Oh.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it just wasn't gonna happen. We didn't want to wake the kids up or anything like that. Plus, it was a couple last few minute touches that we had to do. We gotta put some gas in here. So this is gonna be the first fill up.
These girl hands can't tighten it.
Oh, come on.
What was that again, Chad?
I want to try to put this
Telemarketers
in there before.
There we go. Oh, shit. Yeah, you definitely need that.
Yeah, we made a mess.
I'll bring that other one for you for in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got to get one of those.
Because it has a built-in valve too. And how big is this tank?
16 gallon.
Well, we just know it'll take all 5 gallons. So that's good.
You don't see no leaks?
Not that little cat, the old line down there. Nothing.
You're fun like your dad.
Doing
That's not my mom.
You were adopted, right?
I was adopted. Switched at birth, something happened.
I don't know.
My mom had been quiet.
I see some resemblance.
Yeah.
I've been at the hospital 15 minutes.
She stole me from the hospital.
You heard that, though? It took her 15 minutes to snatch one up.
She snatched a baby in 15 minutes. Walked into the hospital and out.
There, my mom said, let me make these pies real quick. And Jay's grandpa said,
Now we know what's wrong with you. It only took 15 minutes. You just fell out and hit your head when you hit the floor.
You getting there, huh? Almost.
if you don't shut it, I'm going to hit you with this.
Yeah.
I can lock her.
Herself. We all become senile as we get older. Make sure you go through this pretty well. You can keep the rest for home videos.
Yeah.
Outtakes.
He's got to make some outtake videos.
I'm telling you, that would be the highlight. You probably get the most views on outtakes.
She's got gas. Let's see what she does. Finally
Excited?
gonna fire this thing up. Yeah, man, it's been a while.
How long has it been now?
Couple months. What, buddy?
The chickens are going on the...
I know, buddy. I know.
They'll be back.
At least a month and a half.
Month and a half? About 2 months. We'll go 2 months.
We'll go 2 months.
Well, I've had this Holley kit for probably 8 months, waiting to put it in the car. We've just had a lot going on, but finally, it's done. Fingers crossed. You ready?
You want to drop this thing down, move the arms in case we got to shove it out?
We'll do a quick go over of everything. Okay, here's everything laid out, everything that we have done to the 68 Camaro. We basically took a 1968 Camaro and modernized it with a fuel injection kit using the Holley Sniper EFI kit that Holley provides. Let's show you guys everything that we have here under the hood so you guys kind of get a gist of everything that we have done. We went with a brand new intake, new thermostat, we added sensors, we put the O2 sensor in the exhaust because this system is all computerized. It's basically like your modern car today. So you have the Hyperspark coil, which has got a harness coming off of that, and then we've got the Sniper that is actually under here, which replaces the old mechanical carburetors. Got all the wires that come off of this. Everything is plug and play. There's a bunch of harnesses, and then we fed them through the firewall right there. And we've added the Hyperspark distributor. The regulator is coming off the return line, so you've got a return line and a supply line going into the back of the Sniper. We also added all new plug wires and plug boots. And then when you pop into the car, did clean it up a little bit from the last time you guys saw it. Haven't figured out what exactly I'm going to do with the screen. Holley does make bigger screens actually, so I'm thinking about upgrading to a little bit bigger screen. And everything's all touchscreen. You can adjust everything. And right there is the CDI box that we added. And all that plugs in. There's a harness that comes off the Sniper that connects to that. I did add a little fuse box for everything. So we ran all new fuel lines. They're braided lines with all AN fittings. They come down and they go along the frame rail. And there is our inline filter. Then you follow the lines, they come up through the trunk through a grommet that we put in, and they come right into this brand new Holley 12-bolt drop-in fuel pump. Nice little cap, and this is all billet too, which is super nice. This thing, I can't wait for this first drive. This thing is going to be nasty. Once it's installed, it doesn't look like it was that much, but it was a lot of work. It's a little tedious stuff, but it was very, very simple. We're gonna do the first start, hopefully. You ready?
Sure.
All right, I'm just gonna cycle the ignition on and off.
Yeah, just turn it on. You should be able to hear the pump kick on for a second and shut off.
Yeah.
So we'll do that a couple times to get the. Oh, hold on. You need to purge that line. Remember, we didn't tighten it up last night for that reason.
So you just did straights out of both?
Yeah.
Ran it behind the
Distributor and
yep, straight over. That does look clean.
yeah.
Uniform look too.
So we left this line over here loose. So we're basically gonna just kind of purge the line just so there's no debris or any dirt, gump, anything in these lines because they are brand new. And hopefully the pump will just push gas through. It may take a few times though, because it only, just pumps for a split second?
Yeah, it only pumps just to give a prime shot, so you know what I mean.
All right.
1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah, so we'll see what it does.
Probably take a minute to get through the filter and all that. So.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Did it do anything?
Nope.
Oh God.
Oh, just turn it over, not crank it.
Yeah, well that's on, but I don't hear the pump. You hear the pump?
Nope, nothing.
All right, so first thing to do to set this thing up, go to Wizard, and then it is, what was it, 550, 540. So this is basically the Sniper unit that we got. Was it 550, 540?
Yeah.
4 injector. Next,
8 cylinders.
8 cylinders. If you don't know, get out and count them. And then engine displacement. Right there, 502. Yeah, this thing, the camera's not really focusing. So that's the engine displacement. So we got the 502. Next, target idle speed. Where would you want to put that?
About 700, 800.
What do you think? 750?
Yeah.
Right there. Got cams too, so. And
street strip.
We'll do street strip. And then
none.
We don't got nitrous, none of that. All right, so it would be none. And then
Hyperspark distributor.
Hyperspark distributor. And then what is this, ignition timing? What would you do? 30?
Let's do 32.
32? Right there.
Oh, yeah. You can do it again.
No, probably not. And
hold on a second.
Ignition Wizard. Oh, it's just. Oh, I just heard the pump. Yep. It says cycle ignition to complete operation. Oh, off. Did fuel come out, Chad?
You're what, half full?
Almost.
Wow, that's a lot of freaking fuel.
That pump pretty quick.
It's the whole point of the EFI, right?
Putting that line back on.
It's pretty simple. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. It's just self-explanatory. You just walk through the things and just answer the questions.
Yeah, I like how it had its.
Huh?
I like how it had its individual stages, and you just had to select the right input.
So far, my wiring has been okay.
Yeah, it was.
Huh?
It was questionable there. At the
Yeah. Well, when we first cycled the ignition, we didn't hear the pump.
We're not on fire yet.
Wow, that's a lot of fuel that came out with just that cycle.
Yeah, look at the black shit in the bottom. That's why I say cycle it. A little bit of dirt in there.
This ain't really picking out, but
Yeah,
you just have to take our word for
In the
it.
line when we're putting in the AN fittings.
That's what I mean. That's what
Yeah, and you don't want that getting in.
Turn it off, turn it back on.
It sprayed a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's the prime shot. All right, that's 60.
60.
Yeah, we'll adjust it after it's running too, but that's then select the
initial
monitor
setup.
screen. Yep, initial setup.
All right.
Select that with the key on, engine off. These sensors should read as followed: engine RPM, This should show stalled.
Stall. Yep. It's reading stall.
Once you begin cranking the engine, it'll show actual engine RPM.
The throttle pedal?
Yeah, go all the way, just nice and easy, all the way wide open. Should read between 85 and 100% at wide open throttle.
You're never 100%.
I need to cut that carpet out so I can get 100. Dude, I want 100. I'm only at 92%. Well, if I ever lose a race, I'll just say it's because my throttle's only set at 92%. Technology, man.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually amazed it reads your throttle.
Yeah, reading the instructions.
This thing, whenever you try to start it, it should say syncing or whatever, and then start reading RPM.
Some of the stuff you're probably going to have to adjust after your first run and all.
So, should I start it?
Just try to start it.
You fired right over, man.
Dang, that's crazy. First, I thought for sure that we were gonna have some sort of issue. I cannot believe that it fired up first time. That's crazy. Dang. Hell yeah.
I think it even sounds better.
Yeah, it does sound better. What is that? What do you think of that? 32. Got it right there on that timing mark. Perfect. Dead on. Damn. It ain't never sounded like that.
Better wear your defense, because this is going to be a whole nother animal.
Dude.
It's at 750, right? So it's not 750 to 830 or something.
It's probably the cam.
Yeah, it's working. And that you'll be able to
Yeah.
stick around with to see what sound you enjoy the most. But that's actually a good start. I like it. You better get on the road.
Got two issues. First one, we got a fuel leak. You can see it right there. You can actually see it drip. So that fitting, we're gonna have to pull that apart and redo that fitting. Hopefully she'll be good after that. So out of all the fittings, I guess that was the only one we had an issue with. Getting a little bit of fuel coming out right at the top of the regulator. With everything that we have just installed and only having those two little minor issues, I will take that. I consider that a successful install. I was expecting something to go wrong. Like nothing ever kind of goes perfect for me. That's just like my reputation. But with everything so far, I consider myself lucky. Right now, we can't do a proper first drive. We do have a first drive video that will be coming. In the meantime, we are waiting on a new regulator to come because I don't want to risk driving this thing with a little bit of fuel leaking out of the top of it. So I'm thinking it's probably something inside of the regulator that could just be defected, maybe the diaphragm or something, but there should not be fuel in the top half of that. So we are waiting on a new regulator and Holley is taking care of that. And until we get that back and installed, then we will give you guys a proper first drive video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You got the first start, which I could not believe that this thing started on the first start, which is crazy, kind of blows my mind. I was not expecting it to start the first time. And I am truly a believer of this kit. It's so simple. Once you plug it in, it just like walks you through all the parameters, you answer the questions, and it just went so smooth. And I just could not believe how smooth it went. My reputation, again, nothing ever goes that smooth for me. So that truly made me a believer of these Holley EFI Sniper kits, and I highly recommend it. And I cannot wait to do this first drive. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we drop that first drive video. See you guys in the next video.